Thinking about investing all year, and what did you do? Nothing. But now it's 2024 and maybe you finally have a new attitude. So let's figure it out. What can you buy in 2024 as a short-term rental investment? Listen, I own and operate over 50 Airbnbs. Take a peek over my shoulder and see how I go through my vetting system to make sure I continue to buy good properties for both myself, my students, my partners, and my clients. This first deal I want to show you is in Petoskey, Michigan. It's a really great area. It's really close to Traverse City. A lot of people like it. You're close to snowboarding, skiing, lakes. It's got pretty much everything you want to do in any season. So as we kind of shoot through this, I want you to see, generally, it's a well-maintained property. There's a lot of land to work with, so you have privacy. That's a big benefit. The kitchen has generally been updated. Everything looks pretty good. I think it just needs a little refresh, a little bit more fun design. And obviously this bathroom is a no-go. I don't know what they were thinking. This was the most cheaped out vanity you could probably imagine ever installing. I don't know why they did that, but they did it. And moving on into the rest of the home, we can see it's got boiler heat. Might not be a big deal. So we might need to add a mini split unit. These are things you want to start thinking about as you continue to roll through these photos, figure out how this can work best as a successful short-term rental. As we kind of come to the end, we can see that one thing that's great about the property is it looks like it's actually a 3-car garage and they're attached, which means you can do some pretty fun things. You can have a game room attached, you can finish it, maybe make a movie room. You could potentially either make it an indoor or an outdoor hot tub situation, which is always great. It's a really great amenity for people to have, especially when you're in colder winter areas. Overall, I really like the property. It looks like it's been well maintained. I don't think you have a lot of CapEx when it comes to the rehab. So as we kind of run through this property, we're going to pick Tuna, which is actually going to give it a rehab budget of $26,000. And because of the size of the home, we're going to expect about a $26,000 furnishing budget. Additionally, to add the hot tub between the pad and the electric, probably about 15 grand is a good average to use. So we have that already built in. They're asking $414. We're going to try and get this thing for $392,000. Then beyond that, it's got 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,200 square feet. It's a good sized home. And in that area, there's 4 good comps that we found have either a similar layout or similar amenities to how the property will be finished upon completion. Once we look at all these properties, we pull in some of the data that we found on AirDNA and STR Insights. This property specifically has made over $203,000. Now, as I looked through those photos and I saw a few other things, I realized that this was generally a more superior property. And because of that, I needed to lower the value of how much credit we were giving for this comp in comparison to our subject property, just like you would do on an appraisal. So in this situation, we lowered it about $27,000. And moving a little bit more quickly on the second comp, $173,000. We said, hey, we think that this one's actually still better than our property. So we lowered it to $149,000. But on the last 2 comps, we actually felt like overall our property could be better. They had 124, we went up to 133. And very last one, it was only 111, but we thought it was poor compared to us, which we think gave it a higher weighted average of 127. After all that said and done, we go back and we look at all 4 and we go, hey, overall, were we superior, an improvement, similar but less, or completely inferior to all 4 of these comps? In this situation, we figured we were similar but less, which took our comp average from 148 down to 131,000. So at 131, did it still make sense? Yes, it did. 36% cash on cash. Plus, we already had a 10% property management fee. We factored an average of 6 turns per month, which came up to $1,584 in monthly cleaning costs. There's our utility fees, there's our snow and lawn, there's a supply and maintenance, property taxes, insurance, you name it, all that's in there, including the mortgage payment at 15% down payment at an 8.75% interest. And then we also factored in 4% closing costs. All that combined means at the end of the day, you need about $130,000 to execute this project. This is going to create a total of $52.81 in cash flow and a 49% cash on cash. That's a pretty dang good deal. If you're interested in deals like this, check the link below and make sure you get added to our buyer list. So if you want to work directly with me on your next project and not just our team, get access to the exclusive VIP program. And from that point, I will personally represent you on your future purchases. But if you want to get full access to my coaching, we're going to teach you how to find the properties, get financed as low as 5% down payments, get help with negotiating, appraisal, putting the design together, helping figure out your handyman, and scaling in teams so you don't create another job for yourself as you scale a portfolio, check out our STR Legend Mastermind. If you're not quite ready for that, but you need a little bit more information, we have a free 3-day mini course you can get access to. Just DM me the word legend or click the link below and you can get access to it from there too. If you like what you see and you appreciate what we're doing, it would mean the world to me if you would go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment below. Really would be happy to answer any of your questions. We hope that you continue to follow us. And if you have questions in the future, I'll make a video about it. Just let me know what you want to know about. Thanks, everybody.